This is a town with many layers of history. Its landscape and its buildings coded with memories, meanings, and stories. And over time, these become thicker, become stronger, as the layers continue to build on top of each other. Local memories and stories seeping into the very brick of these buildings, embedding themselves into the sidewalk, the road, and the trees. The downtown of my community, Main Street, my hometown, Grimsby. It's a Friday afternoon in 1921. It's near the end of August. The warm summer sun shines in the sky. It's the Old Boys and Girls Reunion, a huge homecoming festival that the community has been planning for almost a year. Main Street was exuberantly decorated. A Welcome to Grimsby banner spans the width of the street from above. Storefronts are draped with bunting, blue, red, and white in color, with Union Jack flags and huge signs welcoming the Old Boys and Girls home. The street is almost bursting at its seams with all the people buzzing around. They tell stories, they share memories, and they laugh amongst each other as they wait. They are community members, locals, neighbors, friends, and family members. They are the old boys and girls who've come back to their hometown. They wait for the mammoth parade to begin, said to be the biggest in all of Niagara Peninsula. In anticipation, they try to shuffle back and crowd along the buildings, making room for the procession. The sound of music and cheering is heard before anything else. But suddenly, decorated floats begin to file down the street, one after another. Each float is decorated by the local merchants, manufacturers, and agricultural businesses in town. It's a never-ending line of vibrancy and excitement. The floats are covered with decorative bunting, flags, ribbons, and signs. 8 different band members play their music. Pipe bands and school children's choirs. The seas of members marching in orderly unison, wearing uniforms of the same colors. The Grimsby firemen perform drill exercises. Miss Grimsby waves at the crowd from the automobile, and Calathumpian circus clowns jump around and put on their rehearsed acts. All along this street, this landscape, in 1921. The Old Boys and Girls Reunion Parade was a meaningful moment for the Grimsby community. The locals in the crowd knew the people in the procession. They knew the members of the community groups and organizations, knew the owners of the businesses. They were customers, and many of them employees too. The parade celebrated the community that they knew and that they were proud to belong to. And the parade shared this with the old boys and girls, those in the crowd that returned to Grimsby for the reunion, who grew up here as children, who came back to see their old friends and family members, and to see this place where they spent their childhood. The parade created meanings, memories, and stories for the performers and the audience. What was made of this moment became another layer of the community's past, a part of the coding that lays upon Grimsby's main street. Layers that enact these meanings, memories, and stories, that allow them to be shared, recalled. Layers on top of which I now lay down my own memories of the street. My memories are of the farmer's market in the summertime. A sea of colorful tents and wagons, the smell of fresh flowers, the feeling of hot pavement beneath my sandals, and the taste of locally made chocolate mint ice cream. Meanings and memories given to a street, the built landscape which, in part, defines the community. Sharing this street with other meanings and memories, I feel a sense of belonging. As I walk along Grimsby's main street, I am drawn to a past that I can only experience, by immersing myself in this space. But this meaning persists only as long as the built space of Main Street endures. Layers of the past are lost as the landscape of a community changes. Memories and stories forgotten as buildings are torn down and roads change. We as a community must consciously preserve the pasts that are kept within our downtown. We must make an effort to recall these layers of history, to give meaning back to the past that lingers in our present, reviving our community by uncovering the stories hidden in these walls. Stories like the 1921 Old Boys and Girls Reunion.